This is gonna seem like some Johnny Pencil, but again, it always is Johnny Pencil unless it's the warm up, okay? And that's because we're gonna max massive weights. This is a new environment, and I forgot my tunes, my headphones, which is, you guys know, you know the stick. You know that I need to freaking stick to massive wattage blasting in my brain. I want to get louder! Otherwise, I'm a fraction of the man that I could be. But it's just pretty cool. They have Slayer on right now. Iron Maiden was playing Children of the Damned. First thing I heard when I walked in the gym, it's like, okay, we can work with this. This isn't bad. I was at the gym yesterday. A great gym, but music was, you know, bottom of the barrel, shit tier music. Don't talk, just kiss with me. And I was trying to max on weighted dips. I needed my phone to film me. So I was like, my God, and I was waiting for this song. It was like some folk music, some shit pansy folk music or something. And I'm just waiting for some sort of chorus to kick in or something. It's not even the music itself. I just need the freaking drums to go. I need something, man. Surrender your love to me. So don't talk, just kiss. Just give me something, a gunshot to signal me to go off and surrender me a kiss. Go freaking max up. It never came, but I think when it rises to the occasion, especially when we got the red light on, I think we can max some freaking massive loads. So I'm just gonna start with the shoulder stuff. I've done it before for you guys where, you know, stirring the pot and all that. So sometimes I just change it up differently where I'm seated. So like one of the things I like to do, it's like the Cuban rotation deal. But doing it seated because you can kind of just change up. It's easier to change up your leverage. Yes, you can do it like if you're standing like so and all that. But there's just something about when you're seated too. This stuff's easier to kind of just really get small and in a ball. And it's not like you need a million movements. You have some quintessential core movements, but slight modifications make it night and day difference. Like for instance, a deadlift, right? You know, a deadlift here. But if I start from the top and I don't touch the ground or whatever, it's the same movement. It's just done a little bit differently, and it's just a world of difference. For instance, bench press. Bench pressing with a pronated grip, worlds and leap bounds different than like with a neutral grip or with a reverse grip. So any slight modification takes a great exercise and just turns it into a totally new great exercise. So my point is, like with the warm-up stuff, you know, I can do all the same type of stuff, and if I'm just seated, it just puts a little bit different. Like if I was doing this, like this Cuban rotation deal, this west side clean, whatever you want to call it, right? And yeah, and I could hinge and do it as well. Makes it more of like a pull. But when I'm seated, I can really get in like a ball, like a tight ball, and I can do all this stuff. You know, and it's not like it's, you know, changing the world, night and day difference, but it's different enough. And I think any difference, any variety, any sort of different spice you can add to your shoulder routine, the better off you're gonna be. Because like, shoulder's a very vulnerable joint. So we want to bulletproof those suckers in every single way possible, you know? Like it's got like 360-degree range of motion, right? So I want to use that. And that's why sometimes I'll do it standing, sometimes I'll do it seated. But anyways, let's freaking get to it, you know what I mean? Just like, does anyone do this? You know, no, nobody ever does any of this stuff. And I'm not saying you have to, you know, be like a ladies boot camp workout doing like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Pony, a dipstick, again.
But this is just like simple stuff to incorporate with very lightweight to warm up. And I'll tell you, since I've been doing this, it's not gonna happen overnight, but you're gonna, like, say the course of a year, like my shoulders have gotten so more stable and so much stronger. And if you pay attention, it's like the little things here. Sometimes I'll do like overhand, sometimes I'll do neutral grip, and then sometimes like, underhand. Basically like when I'm doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Palms up, palms neutral, palms down. So each rep I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. Because again, at the end of the day, I'm not doing this to like get a huge pump. And for my workout, I'm doing this to just get juices flowing in every way possible. So that when I do get under a heavy bar, this is just stable and locked in.
There you go! Yeah!
And I feel like that's kind of a missing link for a lot of lifters. Like they have their core movements or whatever, but they're not thinking about like, how do you get the body primed up, peaked to move the biggest weight possible that their body their genetic capabilities can move. Because like for a long time too, I've been a believer that the best warm up is just warming up with the exercise itself, right? If I'm overhead pressing, now let's start with an empty bar overhead press. And then 65 pounds, then 85 pounds, then, you know, and I agree with that. But if you can just add stuff like this on top of it, it doesn't take any energy. It doesn't take, you know, like it doesn't take anything. It doesn't take any planning. You're like, all right, I'm just gonna throw this in while my pre-workout's like kicking in. Like as I'm doing this, I'm talking to you guys, it's like, okay, I'm starting to get sweaty. Am I getting sweaty because of this workout? No, I'm getting sweaty because of the freaking thermogenesis. My heart rate, the freaking Yohimbi is kicking. You see all the differences I'm doing here? Do you see this stuff? You see how everyone just does this for the most part? Right, they do this. Maybe they'll bend over and do this. So I say it all the time. I've never seen anyone do this. I've never seen anyone do this. I never see anyone do like, it's almost like a face pull with a rotation. Or like a row with a rotation. And if you think about it, the internet, like many years ago, was obsessed with doing face pulls and all that, but what's a face pull? It's just this exact same movement. Pull and externally rotate. Oh, was that Peace Cells, but who was buying playing in the background? Ah. Shows my extreme ADHD. What are we even talking about? I'm just listening to grunts and groans in the back. No, but this is, if I can give you guys one key piece of golden tidbitry, it's to throw this into your, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I'll do it like close. Sometimes I'll start going wider out too, but it's the same motion here. It's like shrug, rotate, shrug, rotate. And like I said, and then when you stand, it just becomes different. You can even lean back then too. Not to make things overcomplicated, but I just love it so much. And again, the whole time I've been doing that with just 7.5 pound dumbbells. Yeah. Let me stir the pot a couple times. Let me hinge. Let me stir the pot. Let me hinge. People will probably be like, oh my God, Ricky, I've seen you do this warm up so many times now. But what does that mean? That means I'm not bullshitting you when I'm saying that this is gold. Because if I wasn't doing it every single workout, then that means I would just be bullshitting you. And I'd be making up stuff. I like doing this, but if I'm not doing it, you know, say as I do, not as I say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. This stuff all just feels so good. And I'll give you guys a delicious piece of advice right now. I just did shoulders yesterday. Shoulders 2 days in a row. Is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's about your approach to things. Like a lot of people think it's black and white. A lot of people think like, well, I just did shoulders. I can't do them now for at least 3 days, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, these are based off of this notion of, you know, this is how it was, this is how it always will be, okay? But like there's all this exercise science that's still like proving things. I feel like, oh, I thought that was ego lifting and bullshit, and now it was just proven to be effective. So it's like, the whole point is we don't have all the answers. So if people acting like we do have all the answers, that's bullshit. That's ego on their part to think that they know everything. Because I'll tell you something, a lot of times I'll do the same like type of thing. I'll do like pushing 2 days in a row. And on the second day, I might feel more locked in, because if you think about it, I probably did pushing not even 24 hours ago. So it's like, are you looking at this like we did 2 days in a row, or are you looking like you're getting 2 a day within the 24 hours? So maybe the first one was like priming my body up, getting my CNS efficient, max efficiency. And now, you know, we took a little break, 18 hours off or whatever, getting the blood flowing, and now we're gonna horse cock the biggest weight of my life. I like to put things to the test. I like to think of ideas and then see if they work and try them out on myself. You know what I mean? I wanna be a leader, not a follower. I'm not a sheep, you know what I'm saying? I'm the shepherd. I made this mistake far too many times. You don't want to drink sink water all the time, you know what I'm saying? But you also don't, just as soon as you land from the flight, just get a freaking gallon jug of water, okay? I can't tell you how many times get off the flight, get off the plane, I'm freaking emaciated, dehydrated, tuckered, lethargic. All right, let me head to the gym, and then I want to have pre-workout, and all I have is freaking bubbler water. You know, I'm already dehydrated. I got to have pre-workout with bubbler water. You're out of your mind. So this way, first thing you do, you go to 7-Eleven, you go to Walgreens, you go to gas station, whatever it may be. Pick up that gallon jug of water. Then you're freaking peaked, hydration, swollen, intracellular engorgement. Now you don't feel nearly as just awful after a long flight. A lot of times, guys, I'll tell you something right now, like anytime I feel terrible, when I go back and I analyze, like, what did I do today? It always comes down to that. I just didn't drink enough water. It's every time. It's the freaking, you know, oh, why do I have a screaming headache? Oh yeah, I only had 2 cups of water in 14 hours, you know? So you pay attention to me during this workout. You pay attention and watch how much of this water I guzzle down. This is just the beginning.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold.
A lot of you guys aren't sickos, psychos like myself. You can't handle it. I'm telling you, don't just jump right into it, but I like doing the freaking nootropic product, the Infinite Brain.
My brain's infinite!
And mixing that with the Edge of Insanity.
I'm insanity!
Putting the Infinite Brain in it, the only reason I'm doing that now is because the freaking Alpha GPC, the Huperzine. All right, the Alpha GPC was proven to increase the force on the bench press. When I see that, I'm like, my God, are we talking a freaking performance enhancing simple ingredient that's also gonna boost my brain power?
I'm gonna pass that English test. Pass that English test! 600 milligrams of Alpha GPC. Repeat after me. 33,000 feathers on a thrush's throat.
You'd be out of your minds not to combine that. So anyways, when I say you psychos, sickos, you freaks, don't just jump in to do it right away. Just because of Edge of Insanity itself is freaking strong. You know what I mean?
Daniel!
If you do go the route of adding the nootropic to it, just do half a serving of the Edge of Insanity.
This is a hell of a power rack. So I want to start with overhead pressing. And then I see they got these adjustable freaking pull-up handles. This is unique. Anytime I see a unique feature of a gym, I'm taking advantage of that. So I'm thinking, we're gonna press, overhead press. A lot of people see, oh, some delts and tries, whatnot. No, you want a big overhead press? Yes, you need that, of course. But you also need just jacked, locked in, stable, freaking packed in, powerful back and all that. And dude, like your lower back to be able to overhead press a lot of weight needs to be super strong too. So I'm gonna do an experiment for you guys. Holy buckets! A real live new experiment? You out of your freaking mind? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna below the knee rack pull, shit ton of weight, do pull-ups, and then I'm gonna go into my overhead press. And I might even just giant set it all and see how it feels. Because a lot of times, I'll deadlift one day, or do a deadlift variation, and the next day I'll do like a press variation. Maybe I'll go back to deadlift variation the next day, then a press variation. I've never once combined the two. And I feel like that might be a freaking cheat code. So we're gonna find out, is it a cheat code? Is it a cheat code? We'll find out.
It's gonna be the ultimate test. I forgot the tunes. No earmuffs. Holy buckets. There's Ozzy in the background, but I can hardly hear him. Now he's getting more pumped. These are cool. The beautiful thing about these handles is every set should be different. But if you don't have a $20,000 rack like this, they sell these like, I got these Kensui pull-up handles. Just invest in a pair of handles like these. They're just handles and you just hook them. And I love them because every set I'll do a different grip for the most part. Because like the shoulders, you know, you just get strong in every position. I don't like the pull-up handles where it's the same every time. You know what I'm saying? Get strong in every position. It's a CrossFit workout, my God. It's tough to describe what makes a good gym. Is it the equipment? Is it the lighting? Is it the atmosphere? Is it the music?
Let's fool around.
I don't know, but I've been to some gyms that have some great equipment. And it's just like, I'll never want to go back there again for one reason or another. I think it's the energy, you know? There's gyms that are packed and they're insufferable. Then there's gyms that are pretty packed, but for whatever reason, people are hustling, bustling. You can tell they're moving, they're grooving, they're sweating, they want it. There's a desire, right? And even if you're not focused on it, you can feel it. You know, you can feel the freaking passion in the air.
45 fucking pounds!
And you can't, I told one gym, I said, you know, man, like, you got a great vibe. Whatever you're doing, do it. Don't change, you know, don't worry about upgrading equipment and all that horse crap, because I don't think it's not it. It's not it. It's like the community or something, I don't know. It's invaluable. I kind of like this. This reminds me of like my garage, you know? It's dark. It's dark and dingy. Someone told me to do a thumbs up for a picture, and I said that's lame. I said that's lame. Would Tom Selleck give a thumbs up for a picture? It's kind of how I'm going to live my motto now. And people say, oh, Tom Selleck, you're so old. But it doesn't matter. Age is just, you know, age doesn't mean jack diddly. What means jack diddly is freaking how you live your life. You could be getting older, but theoretically getting younger, right? If you're freaking bringing more gusto and enthusiasm and passion and taking care of yourself and, you know, just like biologically you can get younger. You don't need to be getting older. That people are like, oh, it's another birthday. It's going to get harder and harder to pack on muscles and, you know, I used to be strong in high school. Like you're comparing yourself now to when you were a pubescent teenager. Like you're a grown-ass man now. And there's no reason to think that you're not, it's all downhill. If anything, it's just all uphill. It's just your approach, it's your attitude. I want to be better than ever when I'm 75. People can scour and snicker anything they want, but Who's gonna be laughing when I'm 75 and I'm horse cocking twice the weight right now?
I don't give him any secret tidbits.
You want to say, Jam? I guess he was right all along. I'll tell you this right now. I'm 36. When I was 26, I would have bet you my bottom dollar that I probably wouldn't be as good as in 10 years that I was then. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm 26. I'm peaked. 36, I'll be old and decrepit. Now here I am, 36, just dominating, decimating, destroying 26-year-old me. I'm not gonna go too bananas on this, guys. Remember, this is a pressing day. I'm not gonna go too bananas. Of course, I say that, and every time I ever say that, I go more bananas than I ever have in my entire life. Like yesterday, for instance. Yesterday for me was it was an off day, a pump day, and I ended up doing 180 pounds of weights between my sack with dips. And I said, frick it, let's just take the biggest dumbbells here and overhead press them. But you know what? That's why programs, I think, it's great to have a program, it's great to have structure. But at the end of the day, you don't know how you're gonna feel until you're in there, until you're moving, until you're grooving. Until you're hustling and sweating. You're like, damn, I thought I needed a day off, but I might be better than ever right now. You know? That's why you just have a game plan. When you go in the freaking gym, you can have that game plan, you can toss it out the window. If it's there, it's there. Don't ever take feeling good for granted. Because there's gonna be days you go to the gym like, damn, I'm feeling pretty good. And whatever, one thing or another happens, you feel like shit all of a sudden, and then what? You took a day off yesterday, and now you feel like shit? So it's like another day off, basically? Get the frick out of here. Looks like a kid's sleepover, like over here. Everyone's got their knapsacks and duffel bags, treats, sleeping bags, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you go to your friend's house, like, put all your goods, take your shoes off, run down to the basement, horse cock some weights. Should we start going psycho? Right? What are we up to right now here? There's 585 only. Maybe I'll go for a PR on this. It's below the knee rack pull. Let me tell you guys real fast here, if people watching, people say, oh, rack pulls, oh, eagle lifting, blah, blah. Listen, no, okay. If you're pulling from here, where you're squatting it up, I don't see much value. It'll crush your traps for sure, but it's not gonna carry over to like your squats and your deadlifts and stuff. But when you take it anywhere below the knee, here, I find that I have perfect, if I can do it from here, I can do it from here. I found that, and I have all the proof on my Instagram page. Because yesterday, or 2 days ago, no, yesterday I posted 776 Romanian deadlift. And the day before that, I posted 772 conventional deadlift. So that's freaking perfect carryover. And the week before that, I posted 770 on the below the knee rack pull. So there you go. If you want any more freaking apples to apples, I got no more to give you. That's every apple you need. Now let me talk about this belt, this underbelt here. Because a lot of people, usually the ignorant and uninformed, don't seem to get it. So in the world's strongest man, all the competitors wear this underbelt. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but I originally bought this freaking ratchet belt because I wanted the belt to get as tight as possible, which it's great, but I went one size too big. So this is an extra large. I should have got a large. So I could crank it. It wouldn't get any tighter though, and I had some space. So I was like, well, frick, this is a Strongman belt. Why don't I just get the Strongman underbelt? And what it does is it gives me a bit more girth to now, because you can see I have more girth here, now I can pump this. Watch this. it doesn't get any tighter than that, you know? Actually, that's as tight as it gets, but because I got this extra girth here, it's good. But yeah. So for those informed about the ratchet belt, because I do get that question a lot, like what do you think of the ratchet belt? The ratchet belt is awesome, great investment. It gets super tight, just make sure you get the right size. But if you don't get the right size, that's okay, because just get an underbelt. And they say, but damn, Eric, how many belts do I have to buy? Well, they're both gonna last you for life, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Did you get that? What's up, brother?
What's up? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, fellow metalhead enthusiast.
I've been watching you since I was 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. How old are you now?
21.
Okay.
It's been years.
That's not that long.
I mean,
For 7 years, yeah. No, that's cool, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's people like you who keep me going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at times it's like, well, I'm gonna horse cock weight no matter what. I mean, that's, maybe don't keep me going that much, but at the end of the day, it's good knowing that, you know, if you find what I do entertaining, because I love what I do, so it's just reassuring. It's like, I don't need to do any bullshit. You know, I don't need to do eating challenges and all that horse shit.
I hate
Just horse cock weights.
I'll just watch like the compilations you was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Daily like 1 rep maxes.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today, yeah.
I was like 15 years old and I was like, okay, like I probably shouldn't do this, but I started doing it. Kind of work, kind of didn't.
Yeah.
I did like all of the other stuff. And then I just like powerlifted everything.
Yeah, there you go.
And I always listen to like metal.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I've tried a bunch of stuff too, where you're saying you probably should do it, you probably don't, whatever, kind of worked, kind of didn't. It freaking works, brother.
Yeah.
Okay? You do this stuff, you kind of learn your body. I mean, you're young, so you kind of learn shit. You do go through different phases, you do your volume, horse shit, whatever. But once you go back to doing, like, I was doing that for the longest time too. I went back to do like the Arnold program because I hadn't done it in forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I started getting weaker. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll do like a push-pull legs. And eventually I was like, well, I'm gonna go back to upper-lower. And when I went back to that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna max out this lift, and the next time I'm gonna max out this lift. And those are the priorities. And it's like, if there's any time, you just do a bunch of like random shit after, but the priority is always just a little bit more weight every time. And as long as you know your body and you know how it feels, and like, dude, fucking infinite strength, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I attribute a lot of my gains to just like the balls out training I got from you.
Yeah. Dude, I was benching, or I was shoulder pressing yesterday at a different gym, and there was a guy doing the Johnny Pencil neck, like slow stretch, like 3-second control at the end, and it's just like, dude, how? I was next to him doing double the weight on a shoulder press that he was on the bench, and it's like, you're not bringing any intensity, man.
Yeah.
You should see me, and you should be like, whoa, like this is competitive biological competition right now. Like it's, you know what I'm saying, mano y mano. Like if I had someone next to me horsing double the way that I was doing, I'd freaking step it up. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not saying don't ever do tempo stuff and all that, but like at the end of the day, balls, competitiveness, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna get you so much farther. That's why I think like grappling or like wrestling or like I don't do jiu-jitsu, but I would imagine it's similar. Like a man versus man will make you so much tougher and stronger because it's like biologically these are two species coming together. Are you gonna just let another man dominate you? So that's how the weight room is too. Like by all means, have an agenda, have a program, stick with it, but at the same time, you like also have ego's a healthy thing to have.
You gotta dominate the other man back.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Ego is like people are like, oh, ego, yeah, but your ego is all you got. You know what I'm saying? It's like
If you're not lifting with your ego a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want progress.
Yeah, then you're just like a submissive beta cuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, oh, it's cool. You can dominate me in physicality. Here's a tidbit. Tidbit for people that deadlift, that want a huge deadlift, or they go to a gym and maybe it's shitty, maybe their bars are bent, or maybe they don't have a platform open or something. Like honestly, I have like great deadlift bars in my house. The music is infinite, anything I want. Intensity can be salivating, spitting, snot rockets. So a lot of times I'm like, if I'm gonna max on deadlift, I'm gonna do it at home. At the gym, like I don't know what bars they're gonna have. I don't know what the setup is, the shitty platforms or something like that. So like, that's why I'll just do like RDLs at the gym, or I'll just do like a rack pull at the gym, because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like this is hardly any knurling on it, and there's no platform open, but it doesn't matter, because in my opinion, if you can do a strong rack pull or a strong RDL, it has very good carryover to your conventional deadlifts. So just a suggestion. I feel like a lot of people are too dogmatic, like deadlifts, they only deadlift. They don't do any, it's like ego to do rack pulls or something. We're gonna be nice and warm for that pressing. Bang the leg down. We're going 780. 780 because I've done now a 772 conventional deadlift, a 776 Romanian deadlift, and now let's do 780 rack pull. Just a slow gravy train. Whoa. All right. Woo. If you have a chicken back, a latless freak, you probably want to have a big press. We're clicking. We're clicking. Throw me something, brother. Throw a dog a bone.
From Max Desi 76.
Oh yeah, Max. Yeah, we know Max.
What do you think about shredding down to try it to compete at the Olympia potential?
Me?
Or will you ever shred?
I already kind of jumped on board thinking that I would do that. So yeah, I'm gonna slice and dice. Once I was like, I'm done being big. You know what I'm saying? And I got down like probably 10 pounds. I got down to 270. And now I'm like max horse cocking again and stuff. And I'm just stuck at 275. And like, I just don't see the point. It's not what I do. I like to just hoist and horse and heft and heave massive loads. And I feel like shredding that much, like I've done that before for wrestling. College, you just get so weak and feel like shit. And I just don't see why I would do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a, you know what I mean? I'm not a, Johnny aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be Johnny Horsecock. Wait.
Max also asked this one, favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian and Rocky IV. There's no question about it. I recently also watched He-Man, Masters of the Universe. I watched that movie like every day when I was about 7 years old. You remember He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Dolph Lundgren? Did you ever watch that? Yeah. So I recently watched it again, and it's so bad it's good. You know what I'm saying? Just like Dolph Lundgren. I mean, come on, man. It's like he's just not even trying to be He-Man. He's just like a Swedish surfer. But it did here. Skeletor.
Let her go.
I don't think so. No.
trippymain_fish dimension asks, does your caffeine intake daily ever take a break? Is it essential for what you live?
No breaks. Maybe just lower levels and higher levels, but at the most part, it's usually very consistent. Like today I had Edge of Insanity, which is 420 total milligrams of caffeine, 9 milligrams of Yohimbis. So that's 4 plus that. So it's hard to even say what stimulant load that is. But then there's the nootropic product as well, the Infinite Brain, specifically for the alpha GPC increased horsepower. So I mean, for the caffeine wise, that's what, almost like 700 milligrams with some other goodies on top. No breaks. No. I don't know, this is like Johnny's first weight set up right now with like just 105s on each side. And oh God, yeah. Yeah, I just realized I didn't take any pump product. I'll take some pump, yeah. I'm on camera, man. Thanks, brother. I'm on camera, I didn't take any pump. Anyways, Darren brought up a good point about the pump powders because glycerol, I think hydrophilic, but I like hydrophalic better, you know what I'm saying? Phallic shaft. Yeah, you know. But anyways, the whole point that like it clumps a bit because obviously the whole point is it like freaking absorbs water, right? But that's like the nature of glycerol. So I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's clumpy, but it's like they say, if they don't clump, it don't pump, you know? So I feel like if the product didn't have glycerol in it, then I feel like the clumping is like, okay, it's probably just old. But with glycerol, like that's kind of the whole point. So I'm gonna stick this glycerol in my body and watch my organism just suck up copious amounts of water. I'm gonna grow several inches. Oh, there you go. You got the look at that, good brother. You got the sleeveless Psycho Farmer shirt on.
Yeah.
You had the hat on too.
Yeah.
They hooking you up?
Yes.
Good, man. You deserve to be hooked up.
Think you could spot me on the 140s?
Yeah. Oh, is that what you want? For, what, you dumbbell pressing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. All right, he's going to horse cock some serious weight, so let's spot him. What do you like the elbow spot?
No.
You don't want any spot? You just want me to lap them? Good, brother. It's like me. Someone's like, you want me to help you? I'm like, fuck no. Don't touch it. Don't touch the bar. But this is, I agree. Like, you can get that comfortable. There you go, brother. There you go. Let's horse.
If I don't get it up though, then they'll both squat.
Okay. Then you want me to lift it for you? Okay. All right, come on, bro. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. There you go. Oh, fucking easy, baby. Easy, baby. There you go. Come on, push, 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 push. Easy, come on. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All you, brother. A little stability. Holy shit, he's going. Oh.
No, I can't do another.
No, it's good, man. I like
Yeah, that's a PR. Last time I did 2, I was like,
What a man. Hey, here's a pro tip. I liked how you lapped them back and then stood up with them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's a pro.
I don't toss
Throw it
them.
down. Absolutely not.
I don't do the flare elbow.
Yeah, that was good.
Here.
I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't want you to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I didn't do anything on your left side. It was just that right side, I think, got out of position, but
That's rude.
yeah, man, that's fucking great.
Thank you.
Strong. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
bro. Last time I was like stronger too when I tried it, but I just couldn't get them up.
Yeah.
I did like 130 for 12 and I hit 140 for like 1 rep.
Yeah.
But this time, I think it was a magic.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. Oh, you got 7 cameras on you too, and you had me judging you the whole time. Good shit, man. I'm proud of you. Good stuff. Those, yeah. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if it was gonna be a snap city. You know what I'm saying? Like, spot me, like just like no, like all right, I'm gonna do all the work for you. Like, let me curl up your wrists. That was good, strong. You wanna bang hands with me?
What size is your tank?
Fuck, I don't know. This is it's really tight. At the smallest, this might be an XL. But everything I'm wearing for the most part is 2XL usually. And even that is skin splitting sleeves. So I think it's time to upgrade to the 3X. The only problem with that is a lot of the 3Xs are meant for morbidly obese folk with humongous spare tire waists. So it's like, do I want this, you know what I mean? Is it worth, you know, the sleeves being a little bit looser at the cost of wearing a freaking, what is it called? Moo-moo, yeah. Yeah, exactly. There you go, brother. Yes, a lady's moo-moo. This rack is stout. This is a stout ass rack, my God. And it's bolted in the ground too. I feel like I could throw the bar back in. It's good shit. Here's a golden tidbit. I thought of actually a very valuable point the other day. It was from when we were at Madhouse Gains, because the goal was the Romanian deadlifts. And we were warming up, doing some leg warm-up stuff. And I think I just remember, maybe I did some upper body stuff too. But here was the golden tidbit that I thought of that nobody thinks about. You know, everyone separates their workouts, like upper body, lower body, arms, or fucking chest, back, whatever. I was like, why don't we, I think our greatest opponent is ourself, our mind. And I feel like I'm really honing in on this as opposed to looking at things like, oh, Max, my muscles are recovered. I think it's more of like, if you believe it, you achieve it. I think that's just the most quintessential thing that doesn't ring more true. I mean, it rings more true in every aspect of life, but like, so I was thinking about like, if I'm gonna go for an all-time personal best, like, in my mind, like I'm lifting and there's like a mirror there and stuff like that, I'd be willing to bet, like, okay, say I'm doing a deadlift or something, and if I get, cause I don't even know where to start with this point. If I wear a shirt a lot of times at the gym, and I'm working out with the shirt on, I find that I'm a little bit more lethargic, right? And I think it's just because I want to look my best, and I want to be as full and just jacked and succulent as possible. And when I have a shirt on, it's almost like a comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't have to train that hard. I'm not too concerned about getting as engorged as possible. I'm covering myself up. But the second I take that shirt off, it's like, oh shit. Then I train that much harder because I'm exposing myself to the general public. And I want to show you the best version of myself I can be. So I'm training harder. And when you're training harder, you're looking better, you're looking full. And when you're looking good, you're feeling good. So my whole point is like, if I'm gonna do a max, even if it's a max squat or something like that, I see a lot of value in doing, I don't know, maybe just a little bit of arm, a little bit of shoulder or something to warm up. And it's like, why is it so that you can rack the bar? No, it's not that. It's because then when you're looking in the mirror, you're looking at the best fucking version of yourself. You're looking swole, you're looking jacked, you're looking strong. And if you see that you're swole and you're jacked and you're strong, you fucking believe that you're swole and you're jacked and you're strong, so that when you're going to actually hit your squat, you're probably gonna be a lot more invested and believing that you're gonna fucking hit it. As opposed to if you're layered, you got the ladies' moo-moo dress on or whatever, and like, oh, I'm just, you know, like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's so much of it's just mental, in my opinion. So that's why it's like maybe hitting the rack pull. It's like maybe the rack pull's not gonna have any carryover to the press, but it's gonna get my fucking traps are gonna be popping, my lats are gonna be popping. So then I'm gonna look in the mirror before I unrack this and do the shoulders. It's like, I'm looking fucking stout. So I'm gonna believe that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the team. It was proven that, I can't remember who brought this, somebody brought this up to me recently, and I heard this before. There was a football team that had the ugliest uniforms in the league, and they fucking sucked. But then they switched, and they got the coolest uniforms in the league, and then they started winning. It's because they had a new swagger. They looked good. They believed that they were good. You know what I'm saying? And if you believe it, you can achieve it. So whenever you're splitting up body parts, I gotta let it recover. I don't know, man. yes, there's some merit to it, but at the end of the day, too, I don't think it's going to hurt your recovery too much and stuff to just get some shoulders, some delts, and a little bit of just some easy pump buys and tries if you're wearing a tank top on. So when you're doing your other stuff, you're like, oh, I'm fucking feeling it. I'm looking at it. I'm ready to explode. If you believe you're gonna have a shitty workout, you're gonna have a shitty workout that day. If you believe you're gonna fucking kill it that day, you're probably gonna kill it, all right? If you're gonna go in there with the attitude that I'm gonna have a fucking killer workout, you're probably gonna have a killer workout. So it's all self-fulfilling prophecy. That sounds like, oh, this is bullshit, bro. I don't know. I just think that down the road, several decades from now, to be like, yeah, all these different splits and all, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you just hone in on your mind. You get your mind sharp for your workout. Get in the zone, get the flow. Whatever it takes to get in the flow, that's the most important thing. I can't tell you how many times I've been lifting or something. Like there's been times where I was at home and I was lifting, like, fuck, I don't feel it. I don't feel strong today. I'm like, well, let me live stream this workout. Let me get people to watch me. And all of a sudden it's like, fuck, it matters. And as soon as I start thinking it matters, I'm locked in and I'm in the flow. And then I have twice the strength. And nothing changed other than my mindset. Yeah. Whew. It's my second day in a row hitting shoulders, by the way, too. So.
Any suggestions for constant wrist pain?
Wrist pain? Yeah, I would do fat grip stuff. I would buy some whatever fat grips. Just do hammer curls and you can even do just like light. Hit like a set of 100 or something. It's like I used to do this too when I had like forearm pain. I mean, it's all related. So, circles. You probably have wrist pain because you're probably handling a lot of weight that your wrists aren't acclimated to. And it's, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe you had an injury or something, but at the end of the day, like, blood flow is the freaking, the medicine for everything. Just get blood flow. Every single day you're envisioning it and you're like, you can believe in it because there's only a couple more pounds every single day. So it's like, if you can believe that you can do it, you most certainly probably can do it. And you're manifesting this destiny that you will do it. Today it's here, tomorrow it's 5 more pounds, the next day it's 5 more pounds. And it's like and you know that you're doing this. It's a simple, clear objective. It's not next week, it's tomorrow. So you got, 24 hours, whatever, to really believe in this. And when you believe in it that much, you'll probably get it.
So you're saying you don't go in the gym without a purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you're not just going to work out like, oh, I'm going to bang out chest today, or it's my day.
Yeah.
You have this thing that you're going to achieve, you have a goal.
Yeah.
And I know for me, I'm just going to get my body part workout, get in there, get out. I mean, I'm obviously, I'm not here. You go in there with a purpose, like I'm going to like PR, I'm going to warm up. Everything I'm doing centers around sneaking in.
Yeah.
I can't live with myself.
Yeah. The workout revolves around the goal. Yeah, the workout revolves around the goal. It doesn't revolve around like 3 sets of this, 3 sets of that, 3 sets of that. I feel like that's how most people look at it.
Those mortals go in with like work out, they hit your part.
Yeah. This is my workout. Yeah.
Not you.
Leg curls, leg extensions, hack squat. Yeah, they got all. But for me, it's just the goal is to hit X amount of pounds. So everything I do is to warm up for that. And if I do hit that, then everything I do is to feel good for the next day, basically. Like, okay, I hit it. Why don't I just do a little bit of stuff to get my knees feeling good? You know what I mean? Like, so that in a couple days, I'm already believing I'm going to hit this weight. So in a couple days, I can do it. As opposed to just, this is my split, 4 sets of this, 4 sets of this, 3 sets of this. People say, how many sets do you do? I say, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's however many sets it takes to get the goal. The workout could be 5 sets total. You know what I'm saying? It could be 1, 2 plate, 3 plate, whatever, and that could be it. It's enough. Because you're bettering yourself at least. You're setting the bar higher. Let's fucking do it.